Welcome back to Nyayo Stadium for our second game of the evening. It's Umoja facing Nairobi City Thunder once again in Game 2 of the KBF Premier League semifinals. Thunder took Game 1 in convincing fashion, 80 points to 60. Tonight, Umoja must find answers to Thunder's depth, paint dominance, and ruthless efficiency. As usual, it will be myself, Slale Shani, and Cletus Masinga bringing you along the action. Thunder controlled nearly the entire 40 minutes in Game 1, leading for over 36 minutes. What do Umoja need to do differently tonight, Clay?
Well, first of all, I think the word is hustle. Hustle, hustle, hustle. Hustle for this basketball. Don't allow Thunder to be comfortable. In Game 1, they were very comfortable. Right from the off, we saw their starters get rested for quite a long time during the 40 minutes. And it wasn't the game that we anticipated it would be. They lacked quite a bit. They lacked their captain. Captain is available today. They lacked that aggression, and then shooting from beyond the three-point line. We didn't see them doing that all game. We expect that today they've worked on that game so that they can pull out the Thunder from the paint.
Well, it's going to be interesting to see how the face of Umoja changes with the presence of their captain, Victor Bosire, in this matchup. But Umoja only outscored Thunder in the fourth quarter. NCT led the entire game by as much as 26 points. And what really stood out to me was the points coming off from the bench. NCT are a deep team. The depth difference was massive. 37 points off the bench for Nairobi City Thunder, 17 points for Umoja. And I don't know if Umoja were just having a bad day in the office or they just truly do not have the stretch and the depth on their squad to contribute greatly off the bench.
Yeah, it's not even about that. Most of the time they needed to step it up a little bit on the defensive front, but they didn't do that, especially we saw what happened in Game 1. It just took 5 three-pointers and then game over in a blink of an eye. Umoja couldn't shoot from that range, and they had a problem also inside the paint because they were not converting easy baskets. When they have an opportunity to convert easy baskets, they kept missing them.
Thunder were also ruthless inside the paint, while Umoja couldn't convert. Umoja were 34% from inside the paint, while Thunder hit 36 points. They also controlled the boards, and Umoja lacked the collective efficiency. So all around, Nairobi City Thunder, the only undefeated team in this league, straight outplayed Umoja. Umoja missing some of their star players in Victor Bosire and Joel and Tambwe in Game 1. We have confirmed that Bosire will be suiting up in this particular game. But I would like to see a composed Umoja side. You know, it's a tall order. Coming into this game, down 1-0 in the series, facing the only undefeated team in the league. It's a tough ask to bring the victory, but to be very honest, if you look at the clientele that Umoja has, the personnel that they have, they could force an upset.
Yeah, they could force an upset, but they really need to improve on their three-point shots. They really need to improve on their paint plays, all that. They really need to improve. It must be a big, big difference from the last game. If it's anything like what it happened in the last game, we need to see the Thunder starters play more often. You know, not the second unit. The second unit ended up playing for quite some time in the last game.
All right, well, we're going to take a look at the team lineups for Nairobi City Thunder. The starting five for this game is going to be Garang, Ding, Eugene, Adera, Tyler Ongwai. I saw Okal out on the floor. So it's going to be those boys who will get things started. Of course, Derek Ongechi as well. Garang Ding, 23 points, was the game's top scorer in Game 1. But I was especially impressed with James Mwang, who came off the bench and almost notched a double-double. And again, that speaks to the depth that this Thunder team lineup has.
Yeah, talking about that double-double and the timelines. Before I get to that, let's look at the Umoja team lineup. Douglas Kivati, Moses Wanjara, who fouled out the last game. Victor Bosira, the captain, returns. Marol Achei was spectacular for Umoja. Thomas Kioko was very good inside the paint. Alex Ramazani tried to play his point guard game but didn't quite deliver. Bobby Anyango found himself on the floor, proposing quite a number of times. Derek Olang, his aggression was good welcome. Agulet Malek didn't play that much. Edwin Otieno, Job Byron, and the new addition, Jason Sakwa.
So once again, a warm welcome to you as we get this game started. Expecting a packed house as a few seats still getting filled up, but Nairobi City Thunder games always pack out the gym. It's going to be Umoja basketball who draw first blood. Number 7, Marol Achei. And then a quick answer on the other end of the floor from Tyler Ongwae. Achei has got Okal on him. Another attempt, and Okal chases down the rebound. Adera kicks it out to Ding. Ding, head fake. Gets it back to Adera, and look at that ball movement to find Ongwae. Bosire, the floor general, fires off the mark. Achei trying to chase down the boards. It's going to be blue ball, so possession stays on this side. And instantly you can tell that there is a difference in just even the energy having Captain Bosire on the floor for Umoja. Handoff. Bosire lets it fly, knocks it down.
Already, they've started rectifying their mistakes from the last game.
Already making an impact for Umoja basketball. Okal with the deep midi. It's not going to get there. And now the push from Bosire on transition. Kicks it out to Onyango. Onyango fires and bricks it. And Bobby Onyango was not very effective on the scoring front for Umoja yesterday, but he had 10 assists. As we see the close range, gets it to go. Okal thought he was going to throw it down.
Yeah.
But yeah, Bobby Onyango, 10 assists for him in game 1. I was very impressed with that.
That is impressive.
A lot of us remembered instead how he
kept proposing.
We promise we won't bring that up again after today. Clay, we got to let it go. We'll talk more about his assists.
Yeah, let's talk about his assists.
But,
we agreed on that. Let's forget about the last game.
Yeah. That's a great statistic for a point guard. As we see the attempt. It's not going to get there. Thunder with the push. Thomas Kioko apologizing to the bench. Why do players apologize to the bench? Who are they apologizing to their players or to the coach?
I think to the coach. Sometimes the coach is not particularly impressed with the foul that he's picked up. And Ogechi.
Yeah, Ogechi receiving the no-look pass from Tyler Ongwae. And now Nairobi City Thunder take a 3-point lead. Kick out to Wanjara. Wanjara, he's been shooting well from beyond the arc. Count it.
They're up for this today. They are up for this. If they are shooting like that and they can maintain that throughout the game, they really have a big chance of upsetting the Thunder.
Wide drive and kick, gets it to Ding. They're swinging the ball around. Okal goes through the defense. Nairobi City Thunders, Garang, Ding, automatic. And Nairobi City Thunder already showing us exactly why they're the only undefeated team in this league. Their efficiency is through the roof. Now Bosire, the turnover. Adera on the drive, and now Bosire picks Adera's pocket. They've got a 2-on-1 situation. Onyango behind the back pass. Ashe not able to convert. $100 million move, 0-cent finish. Ongwae kick out to Ogechi. Ogechi is so dangerous from beyond the arc. Now second chance opportunity for Thunder to score. Ding throws it right in the hands of Onyango. Bosire wide open. Comes up short. Another turnover for Nairobi City Thunder as Okal picks up his first personal foul for the game.
And Bosiro is aggressive, and that is why they missed him. He's aggressive, he's quick, he makes them take.
So NCT with the 3-point lead here as we start to slowly approach the halfway mark of the first quarter. Kyoko, the handoff. Wanjara. Looks like he was fouled on the floor. It's going to be a second personal foul for Okal.
Well, he's picking them up quick today.
And not much time on the shot clock.
And Eric has taken charge of this game as well, alongside James Maina.
Bosire pulls it out in the attempt. He's not going to get there. Kyoko trying to chase down the boards. Thunder secure the possession. Adera, one of the best ball handlers in this league, as Ding again with the dagger. So effortless.
Yes, I agree. It's so effortless, and that's the challenge now. If Umoja can match anywhere near that and stick with it, they'll have a chance. And today with Bosire, I think they do.
And just as you say that, Bosire buries the three-point attempt. Continuing to keep Umoja just within eyes view of Nairobi City Thunder as he picks up the defensive board. He's got Ogechi on him. Ogechi had his hands up, but they're going to call the foul on Derek Ogechi. It's a pushing foul. I think he bumped him with his body.
Yep.
And you know, a lot of times as players, we think as long as we have our hands up, no foul is going to be called.
Yeah, it's going to be called if you are impeding the player who's trying to get to the basket. It's going to be called. Most of those fouls are being called are either blocking or pushing, but your hands are up. And they always say, my hands are up. Why you call a foul? Why are you calling a foul? My hands are up. And they're bumping right below. You can't even move anywhere. You know something interesting about Bosire? When he plays, you think that he's just starting the game and he's going to stop playing like that. But then when he gets to the fourth quarter, he becomes a monster, especially if the game is close.
Bosire is another one of those athletes like Griffin Ligari. I don't know what kind of water they drink, sipping deep from the fountain of youth, but they have been able to maintain their style of play. Oh my goodness, the monster swat from Ashe. Woo! So disrespectful, just the way I like him. Every block needs to be lined with a heavy level of disrespect, and that was exactly what that block was. As we take a look at that replay there, Garang Ding with the pass. Ogechi fakes the pass, manages to get past Bosire and meets Ashe at the summit.
What a block.
Now Garang Ding with the airtime. Such a difficult player to defend. plays like a point guard, and he's like he's probably what, 6'5", 6'6"?
Yeah, 6'6".
It's a rare characteristic for players in this league. Ongwae, oh, with the flush. Nairobi City Thunder setting the tone and pace of this game early. And just like that, they've taken a 7-point lead against Umoja basketball. Bobby Onyango couldn't get that one to drop. Shea with the old board. And they'll reset up top. Bosire. Defense sagged on him that time. Unsuccessful. And Umoja basketball pick up another foul. What are Nairobi City Thunder doing right in this first quarter?
They're moving the ball the way they usually do. Quick ball movement, creating spaces, taking nice shots, free shots, I might add. And the reason why they're able to do that is because they don't share, they share the basketball very well. Nobody is selfish with the basketball. As we look at that replay,
To throw that in the top 5 plays of this game. I already know it's going to be in the top 5 plays.
yeah, it has to be.
In good company.
And
with
match
that.
the disrespect that
Yes.
you added on top of it, just the way you like it,
Yes,
right out of your book.
That's how blocks should be. If you can cap it with a little talk, a little back talk, be thing of beauty.
Actually, he doesn't waste any time, does he?
He doesn't. He's on to the next. He's on to the next thing.
Well, what I've noticed so far, Okapi was withdrawn for Fidel Okapi. The only reason he was withdrawn was because he had 2 fouls already. He had already picked up 2 personal fouls. I don't think he would have been withdrawn if he hadn't picked up any. But at this stage in the last game, the rotation had already started happening. I think the Thunder realized that this is a much more dangerous game than the first game, because if they are not careful, with Bosira on that floor, he doesn't let anything go by him. He doesn't. He's the general. He decides what to do and how to do it and when to do it. And that is a good thing to see from a captain.
All right, getting back into the action here. Fidel Okapi steps into the attempt and lost his balance. Here comes Bosire. Shea keeping Umoja basketball in this game. Ding on the drive, kicks it out to Washira. Washira fires off the mark, and the tap will give Thunder another opportunity to score. Eugene Adera, great attempt from him, tries to keep things alive. Kyoko secures the rebound. Bosire kicks it out to Alang for the 3-ball, no. Long pass to Ding with the finish. And that's just what Nairobi City Thunder do. You have a tiny little lapse on defense.
They take advantage of
They
it.
take full advantage of it. Ashe wants it. Ashe goes right at Fidel Okapi. That's a great head-to-head matchup right there.
Yeah, it was a good matchup in the first game as well. But actually, I think we came out on top on that one in an individual battle kind of way. But his team did not come out on top.
Absolutely. Ache finished that game with 12 points. Great effort from him. Tried to hold the inside, but didn't get the scoring support that he needed from the rest of his teammates. Although there were about 3 or 4 players in double digits, but it was low double digits, 10 points, 12 points. So Umoja know how to score, and they were balancing the scoring attempts, but just got to score more.
Yeah.
Nairobi City Thunder are a high-scoring team, generally averaging about 80 points per game.
And I agree with you on that front because they always score quite a bit.
Washira with the dribble J. 007 gets the midi to drop. You know why they call him 007, right?
Please.
Because he's a
Enlighten us.
sharp shooter.
Oh, because he's a sharp shooter. I get the irony in that. I get it. The man from Riara a long time ago.
Ashe also getting very active for Umoja. 6-point game here. This first quarter is flying by. We got under a minute to go. Washira skip pass to Mbaka. Mbaka back into the hands of Washira. Washira! He's feeling good tonight.
Sharp shooter.
Sharp shooter.
007.
So it's a 9-point lead as we have an off-the-ball foul here. And I think it has been, just going to confirm who picks it up. It looks like it's going to go to, is it Victor Bosiri, or was he just pleading case on behalf of his teammates?
He's always doing that, though.
He's a great teammate, someone who always fights
For his teammates.
exactly, for his team, for the rights of his team, having regular conversations with the officials. But it's going to be Dismas Mbaka who picks up the personal foul.
So does Victor Bosiri, I think. Double foul?
It's looking like that's
Yeah,
so.
probably. Because the ball is going to go Umoja's way.
So it's going to be Derek Olang who will inbound the ball from the side. 27 seconds left this first quarter. Bosiri. Let's go Washira in the corner. Swung a little bit, you saw that.
Yeah, he did.
And the officials caught that as well, so it's a foul on Bosiri. He picks up 2 quick personal fouls. Baka gets to Ogechi. Ogechi looking at his options. He's got 10 to shoot. Looks like he's going to take this into his own hands. No, gets it to Washira. Washira catch and shoot. Comes up short. Bobby Onyango manages to chase it down, but that'll be the buzzer, and that will send us to the end of this first quarter as Nairobi City Thunder have managed to take the lead 9 points, 25 to Umoja Basketball 16 points. Looking at some of these highlights from the first quarter. Ken Washira has a hot hand. 5 points for him. And it's good to see him getting some good airtime at the top of this game. They usually have him come in later on in the game, but it looks like Coach Brad trusts him to handle the reins of this game as Dismas Mbaka again feeding Washira. I think he needs to keep on being aggressive with his attempts.
Yeah.
If he's feeling good, get the ball in his hands.
First glimpse of seeing Washira, it was on a tournament at St. Paul's University, and those rims are high. If you've been to St. Paul's University, those rims are high. And he could drop a tray from long range without leaving the floor. I thought it was so impressive. I couldn't believe those PKs were dropping in. I couldn't believe. He was playing under Coach Zedekia Onganga. That was back when he was at Tuyara. I was shocked, and I asked, who is this? Yeah, then he left to go and play for his home team, Embakasi. But they were very good in the Premier League at one stage. And it's good to see him make something of this career, of his talents. I think it's very good to see him play some very good basketball.
So as we start to kick off this second quarter, Coach Brad Ibbs on your screen. It looks like he's brought in, or rather dipped into his secondary unit a little bit. James Mwangi out on the floor, Fahim as well. And that looks like Ortega in the top right hand of your screen. James Mwangi, the X factor for Nairobi City Thunder, coming off the bench, dropping 10 points, notching 9 rebounds. Great performance from him, extremely efficient, and just a fun player to watch, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, he quite over-enjoyed himself in the last game. I was sitting with him after the game and he was just excited. He was just excited to take those dunks, excited in everything. He was just having a good time.
So as we get some dead time here, let's take a look at some of your comments. Gabriel Agnolo seems to think today is the day Nairobi City Thunder's streak will end. But a reminder, it's a best of 5 game series. So if Nairobi City Thunder win tonight, they will lead the series 2-0, and then there'll be one more game to do, one more victory for them to move on to the next stage. But we are not prophets, and we do not know the outcome of this game or the outcome of the games to come. So my advice is just keep it locked right here on Okapi Sports Network, and we'll make sure we'll get all of those games onto your screen and make sure that you catch the action live and in HD.
I love the way Eric Otieno handles everything. I think he's on the table handling the coaches. There must be something that is amiss.
So we got a slight technical hitch happening on the floor. The officials table is sorting out the scoreboard, making sure the time is reflecting correctly. But again, it is good to see you all active on YouTube. We see Arjun here giving out some good tips and estimates. He believes KPA will be the better opponent for Nairobi City Thunder to face in the finals. Well, we gotta wait a little bit before we get to that stage of the playoffs.
Umoja could make the finals.
Umoja could make the finals. Who knows? But as we get the technological hitch sorted out, keep it locked right here. We'll be right back with the action in just a moment.
While we were talking with you the other time, you say it's good to see ladies handling men's games. That is referee Susan Nyambura, part of a male team, and she's a lady handling a men's game, a big game, mind you, and it's good to see that.
All right, so we are back in business for the second quarter of the second of a double-header this lovely Sunday evening here at Nyayo National Stadium between Nairobi City Thunder and Umoja Basketball. We have to get the shot clock unit exchanged, and that has been sorted out. So we're back to it. Nairobi City Thunder doing Nairobi City Thunder things. This time, Umoja's defense suffocating, able to force the turnover, and then Byron on the other end of the floor throws it right into the hands of Adera. Mwangi from downtown. And Olang managing to throw the ball off Fahim's foot. So Umoja Basketball will bring the ball down. Ten-point game here. Olang to Busiri. Busiri's got one on him. Oh, that's great defense from Adera. Forces Busiri to go out beyond the arc. Knew how lethal he was in that position. Busiri fires. Just wasn't in rhythm, and he's off the mark. Adera now to bring the ball up. Splits the defense. Left-handed finish. Isn't going to get there. It's going to be Umoja ball. Foul called on James Mwangi. It's going to be his first personal foul. And another foul picked up by Nairobi City Thunder.
Too many fouls off the ball so far. And I think it's a good thing that the referees are calling it out early, because if you don't, it's going to start building up into something. So eventually when it gets to the latter part of the game, when it's so tense, it's going to create a problem.
Olang, drive from the elbow. Ashe with the putback. Oh, great defense from Nairobi City Thunder, denying that attempt. Ongwai losing it now. Byron on the push. Gets it to Olang. No, Onyango. And turnovers on both ends of the floor. Let's see, Ortega can make something happen. No. Umoja are just out of control. Onyango steps on the baseline. It's going to be Nairobi City Thunder ball. And those were a couple of messy possessions on both ends of the floor.
Yeah, very true. That was very scrappy. You cannot say anything less than that. It was just scrappy. Bad decision after bad decision from Umoja Basketball.
James Mwangi. Wide, the low block. Great behind the door cut. Backdoor cut, rather, for Ongwai. Found himself wide open right under the rim. Umoja having some lapses on defense. Shea. Oh, look at the nice head fake from Byron, and then the finish off the glass. Ongwai kicks it out to Fahim. Fahim automatic. Now Ramazani is fouled by James Mwangi, and that's going to be Mwangi's third personal foul in a very short period of time. Ramazani's going to shoot a couple of free throws.
Yeah, definitely a sub was coming. There was no doubt there was going to be a sub. Okal is on 2 fouls as well, so.
Tricky situation for Nairobi City Thunder, but they have the bench to fill the gaps, I feel.
Yeah, they do.
Although ideally you do want either Okal or Mwangi on the floor. Their size and athleticism really comes to play at the right moments for Nairobi City Thunder. as Ramazani misses his first free throw attempt. Gets the second one to go. Gina Dara almost losing the ball. Adara fires. Not going to get there. Ramazani feeds Byron. The mid post. Ooh, just unlucky. The in and the out. Getchy now on the drive. Goes all the way. He's fouled on the floor. And Derek Ogechi was not with the squad that played in the Basketball Africa League, unfortunately, due to some technical complications, and they really missed his presence. Let me tell you that.
Yeah.
His range, ability to hit those three-point shots, and also just his size really matches up well to the BAL style of play and the kind of rosters that you meet at that stage of African basketball. So I talked to him when we were in Rwanda for the Nile conference.
Yeah.
And I told you he's always smiling, and even then he had a smile on his face. And it's just a testament to how he just really has such a positive attitude regardless of what's going on.
Yeah, he takes it, I think, even to his life, the way he just enjoys talking to people, finding out more about them. It's a good thing to have a player like that on your roster. That kind of attitude is infectious to other players in the team.
Guai secures the defensive board, and he'll bring the ball up. Gets it into the hands of Ogechi. Ogechi 3 feet behind the arc, no problem. Gets that one to go. And Nairobi City Thunder now leading 33-19. Ramazani. Osiri automatic. Once he's in shooting rhythm like that, you cannot give him any space to attempt that shot. He becomes an immediate threat as soon as the ball is in his hands. And now you can see Nairobi City Thunder's Ogechi with the answer on the other end of the floor. Derek Ogechi firing on all cylinders.
It's his game today. Oh, still.
Now you see getting it done on both ends of the floor. Pretty layup, but comes up short. Ramazani got a 2-1 action here. Byron strong to the rack. Gets that one to drop.
Well, Bosira is keeping them in it, and Byron is working so hard to make sure that Umoja stay within touching distance of the Thunder. They do not want to let this one go very early, like the game one, how it went midway through the second quarter. I think at the moment they're keeping in line with what we anticipated today, which is they're hustling their way into this game.
Some frustration on the floor. There's a clarification on the call, but Eric Otieno sticking to his guns.
Yeah, players always want it their way.
But why wouldn't we want it our way? Of course we want it our way.
Well, that's why there is a referee.
Ding from downtown doesn't get it to drop. Adara, offensive board is good. And now Okal kicks it out again. Ogechi. And Okal needs to give him some space to operate. They got 6 on the shot clock, but weren't able to convert that play. A rare shot clock violation for Nairobi City Thunder. They're usually very efficient with that shot clock.
But the Umoja defense has really hustled them out. They're
Yes.
not giving them any space. So they kept passing the ball, trying to look for that space. And eventually they ran out of the clock to attempt a shot.
So maybe Umoja basketball have found the secret. That suffocating defense. We've called this team gritty as Moses Wanjara loses the ball on Guai. Look at the slam from Tyler on Guai. Face-off franchise.
Another
Face of
steal.
Kenyan basketball. And now Adera with the flare, but no basket. And he has struggled at close range tonight.
Yeah, he has.
Bosire talked about how dangerous he is.
Oh,
The ball is in his hands. And Moses Wanjara starting early, getting into the players' minds early.
yeah, but did you see how he swung his flailing arm out while he was attacking the basket? You'd like to see that again. You say he was just going for everything.
So we've got a substitution. Manjara and Malek onto the floor for Umoja. And it looks like Wanjara hurt his
Yeah,
hand in the process of that flailing.
yeah, he was. He did. Yeah, you see, Ogechi is trying to describe the way he moved with his flailing arm. Yeah. Ding as well.
So Wanjara misses the first free throw attempt. He's got another one on the way. Gets the second one to go, and Umoja down 13 points. Ogechi, head fake, fires,
Wow.
gets it to drop. Derek Ogechi is having a time. 14 points for him in this first half. 4 3-points made. Oh my goodness.
He's on fire.
He is on fire. He is lighting up this gym. That's a tough take from Wanjara. Dara with the defensive board. He tries to go all the way to it. But he had 3 defenders on him, and it's going to be last touch. Adera, no foul. As he is continuing to struggle a little bit with his attempts, and I think Coach Brad wants to give him a breather.
Silali,
Give him a
can you-
chance to ask himself questions on the bench.
Yeah, Silali, can you keep an eye on Moses Wanjara and Tyler? They've already started the part 3 of their series.
Oh.
I've seen them quite a number of times already. See, they're up to it.
So Afro Cinema continues shortly.
Yeah, very shortly you have to see them.
Oh, Tyler Ongwai. He was about to oop it. I didn't know he still had that in his bag. So you're trying to draw the foul, unsuccessful. Alek with the defensive rebound. Wanjara, he's got a Okoth on him. And he met the wall that is Fidel Okoth. And I would love to see that replay. He went right at Okoth, and Okoth didn't move a muscle.
Yeah, very true. Very true.
Strong core.
Yeah. And Eric is just trying to keep the emotions in check.
He really is. And Eric is the right man for that job.
Yeah.
And the right man for a game like this that could get very emotional, very passionate.
That's the word. Emotional and passionate.
So when Jared shoot a couple of free throws, he is now 2 for 3 from the charity stripe. Misses the second attempt. Baka with the push. Ongwai splits the defense, left-handed finish, count it.
He's enjoying himself
He's
out
enjoying
there.
himself. He knows there's no one who can stop him. Captain Amazing with the ball in his hands. He fires off the mark. Wanjara Has to be careful not to get the foul. Dismas Baka staying true to his attempt. It's a kick out to the corner. They're swinging the ball. Baka with the three-point attempt, and Garang is left nursing some wounds as Victor Bosire goes flying into the mats.
Oh, this is getting feisty. I love it. I love how it's building up.
We
From
expect
both
nothing
ends.
less.
From both ends. I'm just loving it. And did you see how this much Baka shook off Moses Wanjara? I thought Moses was stronger than that. I really thought. But turns out, not quite.
We said a passionate game.
Yeah.
That's the word we're going to use, right?
Yeah.
Well, the passion is building as Bosire gets the first free throw to go, knocks down the second as well. Back to a 12-point game. Dismas Baka kicks it out to Ding. Ding almost loses it. Keeps things alive. Now fires a pass to Mbaka. Onyango saw it coming. Was able to get a piece of it. So it's going to be Thunderball.
Eric is taking his time before even he makes that decision. He's just giving it a minute for people to calm down, then gives the basketball now.
Okapi baseline drive. And it's going to be Malek who picks up that personal foul. Fidel Okapi is so strong in that low block, offensively and defensively. As always, it's always great to see players come back from potentially season-ending injuries. So a lot of joy seeing him on the floor and seeing him delivering at this level. So he'll hit the second free throw. As a substitution, Malek is out. Back into the game for Umoja basketball is Ashe. And Fidel Okapi also heads to the bench. Nyango, great pass. Kyoko for the find.
He was very good. He was very good in the first game from that mid-range area. And he's already begun that way. Instant impact again. So that's good.
Ding. He's got Ashe on him. Decides to go right at him and loses the ball. Gonna be Umoja possession. Great defensive effort from Ashe. It's a 10-point game.
Yeah. They're staying within them. They're staying within touching distance of the Thunder. So it's good to see. It's better from the first game.
Bosire, you can look at his options. He's got some pressure from Baka behind the back pass. Kyoko now loses it. Ogechi. He recovers. And they swing the ball out. Did the shot get off before the buzzer? Yes, it did. Count it. Victor Bosire. Captain amazing. Doing amazing things for Umoja basketball. And now the hustle play. As Garang Ding is talking to Marol Ache.
They're having a word. I like that now.
There's no love lost between those two. And I'm actually surprised he didn't get a technical for that. Or does that not fly in
No, you can
in Kenyan basketball? In FIBA rules, you can actually talk trash directly to your opponent.
No, you cannot do that. You can't do that.
Well, that's not like what he exactly did.
He talked directly?
He did. He hit him with the too small, looking him dead in the eye.
No, usually you turn around and then you do that. Whatever you want to do or talk dirty, it's okay. But you do it while walking away, not directly towards the opponent.
Well, Ding did that looking at the black part of Ashe's eye.
Oh.
And Eric Otieno must have missed that.
But in a game like this, you allow it a little bit. Let it get a little bit feisty. And then
Clay, you said we play within the rules.
Yeah.
That's what you said.
Yes, I did.
Umoja unable to convert on that attempt. Ogechi to bring the ball up. Mbaka gets it back to Ogechi. Ogechi swings it to Ongwae. Ongwae kicks it out to Mbaka. Mbaka not able to drop. And look at the steal now. And the tough take, but great defense from Ache. And he's pulling out the Mutombo finger. He's saying, not in my house. As that will take us to the end of the first half. It's a 10-point game. Umoja basketball are hanging in there. And let's take another look at that replay. Ache, a long pass is stolen. He has to do something on the recovery, and he meets Mbaka at the summit and says, nuh-uh, not in my house. Umoja basketball are not backing down in this matchup. It's a 10-point lead for Nairobi City Thunder, but Umoja basketball are chipping away. All right, so take a look at these halftime stats. Thunder shooting better from the field, inside the arc and at the three-point range, and that 44% is on the back of an incredible performance from Derek Ogechi.
Yes, they're just edging it just a little bit. It's not a big difference. Umoja can improve on their percentages, but they're just edging it just a little bit. Like on the rebounds, just only one. The difference is one rebound. On the assists, it's 4. And look at the steals as well. They're just edging it just a little bit, and it shows even in the scoreline at halftime. Just a 10-point deficit for Umoja.
That's absolutely right. This game can still go any way. Despite the 10-point lead, that's really nothing when it comes to basketball. A 10-point lead can be blown away very easily. We saw an 18-point lead blown away by KPA in the previous game. So still lots of basketball left here in this semifinal matchup between these two big teams. We'll be right back. We'll be taking a short break. All right, we're about to get the second half action started in just a moment. Thunder in the lead, 46 to Umoja Basketball's 36 points. So it's a 10-point lead for the Nairobi City Thunder on the back of Ogechi lead. Derek Ogechi leading with 14 points. Garang Ding chipping in 12. And Ongwai with 8 points. But the leader scorer for this game is none other than Captain Amazing Victor Bosire for Umoja. He's got 17 points under his belt, 4 assists, 4 steals, and 15 of those points came from beyond the arc, and then he added to that with his free throws. Bosire immediately making an impact on this team.
Yeah, and we talked about him in the first game, and we knew that he's one of those players who just doesn't let things go and he's focused, and once he's in this kind of form, Umoja have a very big chance because they're sticking with the Thunder at the minute. And in the first game, it wasn't the case by halftime. It was all blown away very quickly. But Bosiro at the minute, and you said it, 15 points from beyond the arc. How many did Umoja shoot in the first game from beyond the arc? Not so many. They struggled in that department. But they now have him, and he's doing the job for the team.
So the third quarter has now gotten started. Kyoko, shovel pass, gets it out for the shot, and that's a great finish from Ashe.
Ashe has been a key player today as well. He was a monster in the first game, but right now he's still playing the same way he was playing in the first game.
He's being effective. He's now at 9 points as Derek Ogechi is just continuing to be unstoppable. Umoja Basketball haven't had no answer for his hot hand. And Victor Bosire kick to Ashe. Ashe, we've just been talking about him as he gets that mid-range jumper to go. He is shooting with immense confidence right now. And it's a 8-point lead for Nairobi City Thunder. Skip pass to Garang Ding. Ding unsuccessful with the drive. Adera, he's had a slow shooting night. And only 3 points for him in this game. Imagine he's very frustrated. Attempted several times and keeps on missing right underneath the rim. Bobby Onyango fires, gets that one to go. Umoja Basketball now the closest they've been to Nairobi City Thunder since the beginning of the game. 6-point deficit. They've started this third quarter well as Garang Ding finding the holes in the defense. Such a tough player to defend as Umoja Basketball try to stay within reach. Onyango, crossover, kicks it out. Ache with a baseline flush.
He's done it again. He did it in the first game. He's done it in the second game as well. That baseline drive with a dunk to accompany it.
He is so lethal and is having himself a good game. Now the dribble J counted for Bobby Onyango. Umoja Basketball, I don't know what was discussed in that locker room, but they have entered this third quarter with authority. And now it's a 4-point lead for Nairobi City Thunder. Umoja Basketball continuing to be effective on the offensive end and the defensive end. Here comes Victor Bosire. He could go all the way with it. No, he lost control of the ball and gets the turnover. As we see the Secretary General, Angie Luchivia, having a conversation with Nairobi City Thunder owners. The back office of Nairobi City Thunder do not know what it's like to taste a loss on Kenyan soil.
Well, that's true. In the KNBL, they haven't tested any losses.
Teardrop. Unsuccessful for Tyler Ongwai. Here comes Victor Bosire. He's been having a night. Now the steal for Nairobi City Thunder. Ongwai turning the ball over again, trying to get it to Ding. Onyango with the push on transition. Gets it to Kyoko. Kyoko deciding to kick it back out. Victor Bosire. Quick release on that shot. And it comes up short.
Well, we predicted something like this, and he's made, as you look at the statistics, he's made 5 3-pointers for his team.
Guai comes up short. Jay having a conversation with Eric. Always happy to see smiling faces. So the ball stays on this end of the floor. Ogechi thought about it. Kicked it out for the shot. Fahim, step back, 3, no. Kyoko with the defensive board, and he's picked up some good rebounds for Umoja basketball. Bosire, he's got Ogechi on him. He's looking for the space he needs. Decides to kick it out for the pass. Now it's Kivati. Back to Ache. Ache! It's fouled by Ogechi. Ogechi seems to have thought that Ache kicked his feet. But
there was no landing space there.
There was no landing space indeed.
Yeah, so it's a foul.
Victor Bosire having some words of wisdom from the other Victor, Coach Victor.
This is the closest Umoja basketball have been near the Thunder scoreline in 2 games. This is the closest. 3 points. It is the closest.
Make that 2 points. It is a 2-point game now. As Nairobi City Thunder, they are missing the fire that they've had in previous games against Nairobi City Thunder. And now we see the block on the other end of the floor. Umoja basketball are hungry. Ache, fade away. Fahim has the height advantage on Kyoko and manages to secure the boards. As Garang ding, and they're gonna call the travel. Yes, 1 step too many.
Not in my house. Wow, Ache is having a blinder today. He's having a game of his life. He's blocking, he's scoring, he's turning around, he's slamming on the Thunder players. It's absolutely amazing to see a player of his caliber play like that. It's good to see.
4 blocks for him in this game.
Yeah.
So getting things done on both ends of the floor. And now Bosire, cross, shot attempt, no good. Nairobi City Thunder down 2. Getchi missing the baseline jumper. Dara now kicks it out to Ding. Ding. Extra pass, gets it back into the hands of Ogechi. Ogechi comes up short. Ongwai chases down the boards. He doesn't hit. And Nairobi City Thunder have been shut down by Umoja basketball on the offensive end. They are not making a bucket. And now Kivati will head down to the floor. Ogechi picks up another personal foul.
It's feisty, and the fans are enjoying themselves as well. The Umoja fans are on fire. The Thunder are rattled. They are rattled. I've never seen Garagdi think twice before attempting on a defense or a defender. He thought about it. He thought, okay, here is Marol Ache. Am I going to do this again? I'm going to kick it out. And he was right near the basket. I've never seen him do that before. He is rattled. He's thinking about it.
Ache's got Ding on him. We've seen these two go at it today. And Ding wins that battle. Playing some good, clean defense. Adara! loses a handle on the ball. The Umoja basketball fans love it.
Yeah, and they're on fire. As you look at those statistics down below, they're shooting 39.5 from the field and 33.3 on the three-point line. That is amazing. That's good shooting range.
That's very good shooting, and I'm telling you, that's thanks to none other than Victor Bosire, who is leading all players in scoring from the three-point line. 5 of the 6 3-points come from him. As Ache can't get the bucket. Kyoko calls for the travel. And let me tell you, when Umoja basketball are focusing on hoops and not talking to the referee or talking trash to the players or getting frustrated with each other, they are a force to be reckoned with. But I tell you again, any team that you see in these semifinals matchups deserves to be here. As Adera's scoring struggles continue, Onyango now with the push. Directing traffic. Making sure everyone is where they're supposed to be. Kibati, he's had a quiet night. Tonight, yesterday, he was 5 for 5 from the field. As Bosira, 4 seconds on the shot clock. He's going to have to get one up. We got a whistle on the floor. Ken Washira also talking to Victor Bosira, and I love it.
And Bosire walking away just as if you're not saying anything. The foul was already called. I don't need to say anything to you. You fouled. That's it. I don't need to say anything to you.
And both teams now at a stalemate. Neither side has been able to score in the last minute or so of play and over several possessions.
Very true. And the Thunder percentages have gone below now. 39.1 for field goals.
Victor Bosire, step back 3. Ho ho. That would have sent the gym into an uproar if he had made that Ongwae extra pass to Ken Washira. Ken Washira lines it up. Misses.
Too many misses now from both teams as well.
2:44 on the game clock. Victor Bosire, he's in the trees. Kicks it out to Kibati. Kibati is fouled. No, it's a 3-second violation call. So the possession goes to Nairobi City Thunder. And Thunder still looking calm under pressure. Wanjara is looking like his thumb is wrapped up, so I'm not so sure he'll check back into the game. But Umoja basketball are actually playing better with him on the bench. So
yeah,
maybe that's where he
very
needs
true.
to stay for now.
Yeah.
Ogechi slicing through the defense. Oh, unlucky. Ding.
They are rattled.
They are rattled. Another steal for Umoja basketball, and Victor Bosire off the mark. Here comes Kivati. No good. Washira manages to secure the rebound. And now it's been about 2 to 3 minutes, no scores. An opportunity here for Umoja basketball. Bobby Onyango, oh my goodness, blows away the opportunity
To at least level the scores. The coach is livid. He doesn't understand why would you do that. But he's a point guard, so we'll excuse him for that.
Oh, Victor Bosire finally able to convert for Umoja basketball, and it's game tied in the third quarter. 1:24 on the clock. Derek Ogechi started off with a hot hand, has cooled off completely. And now look at Umoja go. Basket after basket. And Coach Brad has to call a timeout.
He has to. There is no. He must call a timeout because this is shocking. He's wondering what's happening. They are rattled. You can feel it. They are missing their shots. They are not converting easy baskets. Ogechi just went near the basket and he missed that too.
Let's take a little look at that last action for Umoja basketball. Victor Bosire so quick off the dribble, and he goes straight to the cup. and gets Umoja Basketball their first lead in this game since the opening whistle.
Yes, and I would even argue the first lead ever in this series. At least the one that matters.
And this lead right here definitely matters as we see the celebration between Wanjara and Ache. Ache has been a headache for Nairobi City Thunder. 17 points for him. No one else has matched that effort except Victor Bosire, who has now hit 19 points.
You mentioned something that has been very crucial for Umoja Basketball. Today they've not focused on the referees. They've not focused on the officiating. They are not arguing against each other. They are together as a team. And when they are together as a team like that, they are a very dangerous team to play against. And we are seeing that today. They've stuck together. Even when the Thunder looked like were pulling away, they stuck together. There wasn't shouting. There wasn't yelling. There wasn't blaming other people for their challenges. They just stuck to it, and here we are. They've taken the lead for the first time in the match.
Here we are indeed. Momentum fully on Umoja Basketball's side. Shots aren't falling for Nairobi City Thunder. Get back into this action here. Ogechi, handoff to Tyler. Tyler might have to dig deep and lock in. Foul called on Ache against Garang Ding.
He's enjoying himself.
He's enjoying himself. He's having a good time.
Yeah, he just fouled, but he didn't even bother to say it's all right. You just give me the foul. I'll take that one.
And why not? Very few teams in this league have found themselves in this position right here. Third quarter up to.
Very difficult against the Thunder. It hasn't been easy for most teams as well. Now, that is the one man you do not want to go to the line for the Thunder. I can guarantee you that. He handles pressure like it doesn't exist.
Garang Ding misses the second free throw attempt. Bobby Onyango trying to slow things down. Earlier on, we saw him try to slow things down a bit too much, but Umoja Basketball have been very aggressive on the offensive end. Victor Bosire high off the glass. Ache chases down the rebounds. There's a reset up top. Ache wants the ball. It's 7 seconds on the shot clock. Onyango now with 4 to shoot, puts it up. And Fahim manages to save the ball. That will take us to the end of the third quarter. Umoja Basketball with a 1-point lead. And wait a second, we got a couple seconds left before we can wrap up this third quarter. As you can see, you think he's an Umoja fan or a City Thunder fan?
Well, whoever has that as a fan should know that they are under pressure as well.
They're under pressure. If you have those anti-acid pills to help with ulcers, you take them now. And now that's the official ending of the third quarter. Umoja Basketball, against all odds, take the lead from Nairobi City Thunder and are now leading by 1 point. But look at the expressions on the coaches' faces. Listen, if the Nairobi City Thunder players are rattled, the coaches are calm. Yeah. Listen, a whole quarter is left in this game. Nobody should get too excited about the outcome.
I think we anticipated some big games today, and we've got exactly that. We had a grand finale in the first game, and now we are heading to another one, aren't we?
We are indeed.
I cannot wait to see what comes next.
The question here is who is going to close out this game with the victory? Will it be Nairobi City Thunder to take the 2-0 lead, or will Umoja even out the series?
Talk about even out the series, about ending a very long unbeaten run for the Thunder. If they do this, they become the first team to end this incredible winning streak for the Thunder.
That's true.
In this
That's
country.
very true.
Yeah.
And let's take a look at some of these replays of third quarter action. Bobby Onyango. Pass, flush. Ache been absolutely phenomenal for Umoja basketball. And he is playing with the confidence of a seasoned player in this game.
And he's a young man. He's not that old. He's a young man. Doesn't have so much experience in the Premier League, but he's doing the job.
And the word of the day really is experience. Now, Nairobi City Thunder, they have the experience. What they've not done is been in a game situation where they've been down by many points and have come back for the win locally. We've seen that at the Basketball Africa League level. We've not seen that locally. But they are still very composed because a quarter of basketball is a long time playing.
Yeah, yes, it is. And
So much can happen. For me, I think it's about celebrating the feat that Umoja basketball have actually reached to this point at the end of the third quarter, first and foremost.
yeah, I agree with you. And the only game that they've had been rattled like this before is when they played KPA in the regular season. They almost lost that one.
Fahim from downtown pulls it off with confidence.
When that starts to flow,
And that's the way to start off the fourth quarter for Nairobi City Thunder, but they've had no answer for Victor Bosire, who has been having a heck of a game here. And now the push on transition. Quick steal. Kivati. Ache has it. Ache goes to the rack. It's a miss. Kivati with the putback. And Umoja are right there with it. They are sticking with Nairobi City Thunder. It's a tie game.
great game of basketball.
Yeah, and that's a foul, an unnecessary foul by Thomas Kioko, because Adera has been missing everything. So not an intelligent play on that possession. And that will send Adera to shoot 3 free throws.
And if he scores all 3, then that would be terrible for Umoja, because it means they keep now starting to chase again when they were in the lead. It's a terrible foul to give away from Kioko. It's just terrible. Not at this stage of the game.
For the first time in a long time, it feels like there are more Umoja fans than Nairobi City fans. You see the super fan for NCT on the
Yes.
screens right there. Even he is a bit quiet.
Yeah, and usually it's very vocal. You'd notice.
Watu wametense.
Yeah, Nikubaya.
Adera. It's one of the free throws. Got a whistle on the floor. As Onyango and Ache exchanging some words. Onyango, at times I feel like he needs to be a bit more decisive with what he wants to do with the ball.
Yeah, I think it takes a little bit too long to decide, and sometimes that takes away an opportunity for a teammate to score or his own opportunity to even attack the basket.
And we saw that in the third quarter when he was right underneath the rim and then pulled the ball out when they had the numbers advantage.
Yes, they did. They ended up scoring, but it could have been an even easier basket,
Correct.
than what they got.
Bosire gets into Onyango. Onyango trying to feed Ache. Ache goes on up and under on the other side. Get the basket to go. Umoja fans are delirious with excitement. Few teams have been in this privileged position right here against Nairobi City Thunder as Umoja take back the lead, and Ache here with an opportunity to make it a 2-point lead, gets that free throw to drop, and Umoja basketball have been doing a pretty decent job from the free throw line. And another steal. Sloppy pass from Fahim. Umoja basketball looking to make them pay. Ache, he's feeling good. I think he rushed a little bit on that shot.
Yeah, he could have just been a little bit patient.
And even the trademark teardrop from Eugene Adera.
He's been off today. He's
Completely off.
off the game today. And you see all 4 starters still on the floor for the Thunder. They've played quite a number of minutes today. It tells you the kind of game they are facing today. Usually the rotation is up there, like the last game when they played Umoja. The rotation was spot on all the time. You even complain and say, oh, the starters are on the bench. They are being rested for the next game. You were right. They are playing nearly 40 minutes today. They have no choice. They have to play their starters on the floor.
A travel violation has been issued on Ache. The unforced turnover.
Wang is just enjoying himself.
He's just happy to be here and happy to compete. But I wonder if having him and Okal on the bench due to foul trouble didn't have an indirect impact on this game. Ding! Ding off! Wangi misses the putback. And that's just bad luck for Nairobi City Thunder, whose field goal percentage has plummeted here in the second half.
Very true.
Onyango with the steal. He's got Wangi on him. Onyango too strong off the glass.
Another steal.
Another steal. Umoja basketball hungry for every possession. Bobby Onyango from downtown rushes the shot. And another not great move from Onyango. Ongwai on the other end is fouled. It's a late call.
Yeah, but it's the correct call. I think it's a foul. It's the correct call. It's a foul. Referees are out. The card is called. Give it a few seconds. The referee who's near has seen the foul and hasn't called it. You give it a few seconds before now you call it. It's called a cadence call. That's very much allowed. Now Umoja basketball have just missed 2 easy baskets the other end. You can't complain about that.
Bobby Onyango must do better.
Yeah, he must. You can't gain a ball like that.
And reward yourself. He did a great job on defense. He got the steal.
Yeah. That's a great call by the referee. I think that was a foul. He just took the cadence call to call it.
Well, I trust Eric.
Yeah.
And like you said, coming from Afro-Basket competition, the men are playing right now. The finals actually are taking place tonight. So he is used to officiating at a high level. Derek Ogechi, are they going to call the offensive foul on him? Yes, they are.
Offensive foul.
And let's listen, credit to Victor Bosire. He also knows how to sell it.
Yeah, he's very good at selling it. If you're not careful, you're going to give him a foul that he doesn't deserve.
D.O.
Those
asking
are big
questions.
calls, and they're the correct calls. You might not like it, but it's the correct call.
Bobby Onyango on the drive. Kick to Ache. Ache almost losing it. 7 on the shot clock. Victor Bosire, will he take matters into his own hands? Gets it back to Ache. Ache has to shoot it. Elbow jumper way off. Ding now on transition.
Good
Loses
steal.
the ball. Ding unaware of the recovery defense. And now Victor Bosire, he's got Fahim on and tries to slip it into Ache. And Ache looks like that pass was actually for Kyoko. And as you said, rightfully so, Clay, that's now the third opportunity that Umoja have thrown away.
Yeah, and there are great opportunities to continue leading this basketball game.
Mwangi gets the board. Nguai fires. He's had his foot on his line, misses, so it doesn't matter.
They're getting so many opportunities, Umoja, and they are throwing them away one after another, and it only takes one. Tyler will drop one, another person will drop another, and then game over.
Long range mid, he's not going to get there. Ache, big boards. And then now he doesn't have the legs to complete the shot. Ding will slow things down. Tension in this gym, palpable. Nairobi City Thunder can't make a bucket. A timeout has been called on the floor. And if they weren't feeling the pressure before, trust me, Nairobi City Thunder are feeling it now.
Yeah, they must be feeling the pressure. Both teams are feeling the pressure. The fans are feeling the pressure. I think we are probably the only people around here who are not feeling the pressure. Are you?
Oh, I'm tense. I'm sitting upright. I'm not at ease. But I'm excited. I love a good game.
Yeah.
Excited for Umoja basketball, that they are actually playing the way that their fans believe they can play. The Umoja basketball, again, this position that they have here in the semifinals, it wasn't just given, it was earned.
Yes, they had to work very hard against Equity to get here.
They did indeed. And they closed out the regular season decently. And as we take a look at the live game stats here, Umoja basketball shooting the ball better, except from the three-point area. Derek Ogechi cooled off completely in this second half, despite having a good effort in the first.
Yeah, very true. And you can look at the rebounds. They are matched. This game is evenly matched. It's very rare you say that against the Thunder team. It's very, very rare. I think Umoja have a great chance. They have a great chance of winning this basketball match. They just need to be calm. They need to be concentrated. They need to be focused, and they need to be on message.
So a very exciting game on our hands here as we take a look at some of the comments and what you guys are saying online. A lot of questions about the presence of Kenya Airways. That's Albert Odero. Odero has not played in the playoff series at all so far.
Very true, and you mentioned that, yes, the last game, the first game, you say the Kenya Airways is very important to this Thunder team, and we are seeing it now.
So you got to wonder if he's going to suit up for game 3. But before we get there, it's game tied. Umoja against Nairobi City Thunder. Onyango rejected by James Mwangi and hands him back the basketball with a smile on his face.
Oh, they are friends, used to play together. So it's good to see.
6 on the shot clock. Is Byron aware? A sense of urgency? No. It's going to be an offensive foul.
No, he didn't need to do that.
He really did not. He really did not, as Fahim with the ball gets it to Mwangi. Hand off to Dio. Dio skips the ball to Ding, wide open from the wing. Ding blows the attempt. And Fahim is right there to clean up the mess. Gets the foul and the basket.
What a basketball game now. All those opportunities, are they going to haunt Umoja basketball?
Fahim misses. It's going to be Umoja ball. So it's back to a 2-point game, 4 minutes and 54 seconds on the clock. And Nairobi City Thunder not been able to shake off Umoja basketball. Umoja struggling to maintain the lead. So
Yeah.
as we earlier predicted, this one's going to be a grinder. It's going to go down to the wire. And
We are
at the
set
end
for
of the
it.
day, it's probably going to be whoever executes their type of basketball and style of basketball better.
And convert their simple opportunities.
Ache brings Umoja right back up to eye level with
He's having
Nairobi
a
City
blinder,
Thunder.
Marola Che.
And the Mwangi to Ongwae. Ongwae back to Mwangi. Handoff to Ogechi. Ogechi, he's got Bosiri on him. Almost loses the ball. Unable to. Mwangi blocked. Oh, it's going to be a foul. Or is it? Yes,
Yeah.
it is. It's going to be a
Side ball. It's a side ball.
side ball, though.
Bonus. You want bonus?
Yes, they are. So James Mwangi is going to shoot a couple of free throws. Start things off with the shimmy for sure.
The shimmy.
And then misses. Look at the fans screaming at him. What a battle this has been. And now the fans eager to distract. James Mwangi.
And confused fan was disturbing the play. The shimmy.
Shimmy, shot, gets that one to drop. So we're past the halfway mark of this fourth quarter. 1 point game. Bobby Onyango's got the ball in his hands. We've talked about him.
Delaying the basketball.
Yep, and his decision making. Victor Bosire tosses it to Kyoko. Kyoko! No! Ache chases it down. Ache misses. Kyoko tries to keep it alive, and I think he stepped on the line, so it will be Thunderball.
Well, they need to calm down. The game is still there. Marola Che is up to 22 points. Absolutely incredible. 9 defensive rebounds, 8 offensive rebounds. Brilliant.
He's
Oh.
playing brilliant basketball. And now it's a 3-point lead for Nairobi City Thunder as Umoja basketball have just been struggling to convert in their last possessions.
Yeah, they have.
Bobby Onyango again with the ball in his hands for very long. It's Victor Bosire trying to get past Fahim. Fahim will pick up a blocking foul.
You know, when you play a game like this, you don't want it to be so near yet so far. So you have to give it everything. At this moment, you have to keep concentration. The concentration levels must be very high. You must be focusing on what your plays are, execute them perfectly, and get the victory.
Crossover, Victor Bosire. Bosire is blocked by Ongwae. And now Ogechi with the ball in control. Picks up the dribble, kicks it out to Mwangi. You can see they are looking for the highest percentage shot. And it's a 3-second call on Fahim Juma.
He wasn't leaving the paint.
So a turnover for Nairobi City Thunder, a costly one at that. At this stage in the game, under 3 minutes of game left. Bobby Onyango pulls it out, gets it to Bosire. Victor Bosire, he's got Tyler on him. Goes right at him, kicks it out. 4 on the shot clock. Ache has to shoot. Does Byron get it off on time? Yes, he does, but misses everything.
I think the fact that Bobby stays with the ball a little longer takes a bit of time off the shot clock. And the ball must be moving.
Get you to Ding. Ding lines it up off the mark.
The pressure is getting to both teams. However, the Thunder do have the lead.
Byron, again, another turnover. And that's just not smart basketball.
Yeah,
That is not staying locked in. And Umoja throwing away opportunity after opportunity to score. And they're good looks at the rim.
Yeah, and they're getting close to the basket. If it was they're trying long-range shots, I would make an excuse for them. But near the basket, you need to be locked in.
Oh, no look pass. Ding finds Fahim around the rim. And that's what Nairobi City Thunder do. They stay calm under pressure. They try to be as efficient as possible. And the difference between Umoja and NCT is that Thunder have been able to convert their possessions. That's all it is.
Very true, very true. At this moment, Umoja have lost opportunity after opportunity after opportunity, and we knew it's going to happen like this.
As we take a look at some of these replays, Ache hits the clutch mid-range with a hand in his face. But so many turnovers, so many lost opportunities for Umoja basketball.
Bobby Onyango, particularly the guilty party.
He is. And he's the one dictating the pace of the offense for Umoja. He just has the ball in his hand for too long. And as you said, time is going down on the shot clock.
Yeah.
And so it gives Umoja less time for them to find the right opportunity to score.
Very true.
Forcing them to rush shots. But that was just a great heads-up play from Ding to find Fahim.
The defender wasn't paying attention. Yeah, the defender wasn't paying attention at all. I don't know if it was Kyoko or someone wasn't paying attention at all.
So NCT finally able to pull away by 5 points. They've been trading baskets with Umoja. It's been slow going, and now another turnover. Almost turnover.
Yeah.
It's going to be ball on the side. Victor Bosire, he's in the corner, pulls up for the shot. Che with the rebound, gets it to Kyoko. Off the glass.
Still time, and still game on.
Well, we are getting into slowly approaching what the Ugandans like to call malaria time.
Malaria time?
It's crunch time where the pressure is on and people start to crack. Just like that.
Poor from the Thunder. With the clock running down, you need to be able to control it.
Ache. Unsuccessful attempt. Bobby Onyango finally with the push, and that's what he should have been doing from the beginning.
Yeah, he's releasing the ball much quicker. He should have done that the entire game. Oh, maybe even the fourth quarter much better. But good thing he's done it right now. Still time on the clock as well.
We have a timeout on the floor.
Well. It's that moment now.
That moment, it is officially malaria time. Under a minute of game left. Decisions extremely important at this stage. Execution even more important. Turnovers must be minimal, even better, no turnovers at all. Umoja basketball, excellent game for them. Nairobi City, they've held Nairobi City Thunder well below their scoring averages.
Very true. They've played very good defense. That's what that tells you. They've played very good defense. They've been able to stick to it, to their guns. When even things were not going their way, they stuck together as a team, and right now they are in a position whereby they can either send this game to overtime or take it all together and be the first team to end this long unbeaten run from the Thunder.
So less than a minute away from making history or allowing Nairobi City Thunder to take a 2-0 lead in the series. As this timeout continues. We'd love to hear from you, so if you're watching this on our YouTube page, Okapi Sports Network, give us a shout out, let us know who you're rooting for. And keep in mind that we will be covering the KBF playoffs. So hit the like button, go ahead and subscribe if you haven't already done so that you get those nice alerts letting you know when the game is about to start. You guys like to text me 2 seconds before the game starts asking me, Imeanza, stop it. Leave me alone, I'm working.
Yeah.
Subscribe to Okapi Sports Network so that you get the alerts and you don't miss this great Premier Basketball League action. Ache has got the ball on the baseline. Kicks it out to Victor Bosire. Bosire is the man you want to have the ball in his hands, but that time he's off. And you got the referees complaining about the fans who are on the floor, and that should be punished.
Yeah.
That should be punished. That is an absolute no-no.
Yeah, you cannot be on the floor.
That is putting the players at risk. And I guess they get a warning. But that's something that should be taken very seriously.
Yeah, it's very dangerous, particularly for the players. And we've not seen that. We've just seen that happen the other side as well. With a Umoja fan, it's not good. It's not a good show at all for the basketball game.
And I'm of the opinion that, of course, you know, it's not necessarily they're part of the actual official team, but punish the team.
Yeah.
So that means now the team themselves will hold fans accountable. As we have another timeout called, Coach Brad wants to have a word with his boys. 38 seconds left on the game clock. But yeah, it's just a situation that needs to improve as regards to Kenyan basketball. We've seen it happen not just in Nyayo Stadium, but also Makande Gym in Mombasa.
Quite a number of times as well,
Yes.
not just once. Where the fans get rowdy, they want to decide the game. Let the players play. And this is what we've always said. Let the players play. The game is for the players. Yes, the game is for the fans. You show up, enjoy it. Whoever wins, whether it's your team or not, accept the result, because that is the result that has appeared. You cannot go onto the floor and try to dictate who's going to win or not.
As we see Collins and Kush, the owner and the operations manager for Nairobi City Thunder, the left-hand part of your screen there. Body language, a bit relaxed.
Yeah.
They're not too stressed, and that says a lot about the confidence that Nairobi City Thunder have when it comes to games like these. They've been to the pinnacle of African basketball with the Basketball Africa League. They have been unbeaten the last 2 seasons. As I said, they've not tasted defeat on Kenyan soil. And what team has been able to have that kind of a statistic in the recent years? None other than Nairobi City Thunder. Can't think of any other team.
Not in the Premier League, not in the Kenya National Basketball League. None has been able to do that.
So now with 26 seconds left on the game clock, Thunder trying to chew as much time off the clock. Ongwai
They
not
have
able
an
to hit
opportunity.
Kyoko. They had to push this ball on offense. Not much time left, 11 seconds.
They really need to get that
Onyango
three-pointer.
fakes the pass, almost loses it, kicks
You
it
need
out to
to take
Kyoko.
it.
Do they not understand the urgency right now? Victor Bosire off the mark. And that was just
Kyoko was free.
rookie basketball.
You take it. You take the shot. Because they're not going to allow Bosire to take that shot.
And you can see how upset Bosire is. There was a lack of urgency from Umoja basketball to attempt the three.
Yeah.
It's a one-possession game.
And yet again, Bobby Onyango was with the basketball.
But let's give credit where credit is due. Nairobi City Thunder, against some very sticky and aggressive defense, have been able to secure their second victory in this series by 3 points. Let's take a look at some of these stats up on your screen. As Clay has rightfully said, it was a pretty evenly matched game, although Thunder did out-rebound Umoja basketball, and they did have higher amount of assists, but it's not a great big difference. So it was evenly matched. Even if you look at the free throw percentages, looking at the field goal, looking at the three-point, it really came down to who was going to execute better, who was going to convert on their possessions, and Thunder won that battle.
Yeah, very true, because Umoja have had their opportunities, not once, not twice, quite a number of times. And we kept saying they are throwing these opportunities away. They get the basketball, they miss an easy layup. They get the basketball, they miss a simple ball release under the basket or a turnover. We've seen actually miss and then get in each other's way with Kyoko, a turnover. Those are simple things that have changed this basketball game.
Absolutely. And an uncharacteristic 19 turnovers for Nairobi City Thunder.
Yeah.
And I don't think they were necessarily playing bad basketball. It was just great defense.
Yeah, the word,
Umoja.
yes, the word today we said was hustle, and Umoja did hustle. We cannot take that away from them. They did hustle, and the Thunder were rattled at one stage. They realized, whoa, what's happening here? We are behind.
Yeah, Umoja were playing tough defense. They were getting in the passing lanes. They were getting the deflections. And especially at a point in time when Thunder were not knocking down their shots, that defense really came to play. But now when it came time to respond on the offense, at the other end of the floor, they were unable to convert on their final possessions. They went scoreless for several minutes at a time. And Nairobi City Thunder, they also struggled with their scoring, but at the end of the day, their shots started falling just enough to give them the lead.
Yes, very
right? It's
true.
not a very big lead. It's a 3-point lead, but it's just the lead they needed. And then now it was just a matter of maintaining it.
Yeah, and they did that very well. As we look at these replays, Tyler Ongwae with a big dunk. It's been a great game of basketball. I can't wait for game 3 as we look at these replays. Dera, who was off today, he wasn't playing particularly well. He was missing all shots all the time. However, with players like Tyler Ongwae on your team, they can do the reverse layup and smile as they run back to defense. It's absolutely beautiful to watch some of these plays.
Yeah, players in double digits. Tyler Ongwae finished the game with 12 points. Derek Ogechi, 16. Started off blistering hot, cool down later on in the game, but hit some very clutch 3 balls. And then none other than Garang Ding. He had 15 points at the end of the game and finished with a double-double of 14 rebounds. So his impact was big in the game, but 6 turnovers for him.
Yeah.
And that battle between him and Ache was really fun to watch. They were going at it. They were talking to each other. And I don't know.
They were enjoying it. I thought they were enjoying it because it was one after another. And Ache, I think, he may not have come out on top with a winning team, but I think he won that battle today because I thought Ding started thinking, oh, wow, okay. I've never seen Ding be near the basket and then pass it outside. I thought he should have attempted, and he didn't do that. He passed outside simply because Ache had just rejected him twice. Twice, maybe 3 times in a row. That's shocking. Shocking. I didn't see that one coming from a game like this, absolutely incredible. Yeah.
Absolutely incredible indeed. And it is Nairobi City Thunder who walk away from the victory, but not without a little tension. Umoja were right on track to force probably the biggest upset in Kenyan basketball in more recent years and ending Nairobi City Thunder's unbeaten streak. See Fahim talking.
Yeah, just pointing to a fan over there who was supporting Umoja.
And then the rejection on the other end. You said they're friends, but I think James Mwangi smiles like that at his enemies as well.
He usually enjoys his basketball more when he's smiling.
So an amazing game, and that will now Nairobi City Thunder with a 2-0 lead in the series, and they will face Umoja basketball again next weekend.
Yeah, probably.
Maybe a midweek game, but listen, you just need to make sure you're following all KBF platforms, and Okapi Sports Network will make sure to get you updated on the fixtures as soon as possible. I've had a wonderful time here with this two very, very closely matched games. The first one ending 57-55, and now this one 61-64. So we've been in for a treat this evening. Thank you for joining us. From myself, Salale Shani, and Cletus and the crew here at Okapi Sports Network, have a lovely evening and great start to the week. Good night.